I wonder if I should tell everybody just exactly how miserable I really am. Like, I've got a sinus infection, my head feels like it's floating, my throat hurts. I also want to tell everybody, like, you know, like, happy holidays, you know, happy New Year's, all that good stuff, without sounding like a complete douche about it. Where's my script? Oh. Well, I didn't realize I was recording, but, kinda awkward. What's going on, Malakis? It's your boy, VNNCZ3 here. And in this video, we're gonna go over pro tips for the Colosseum. I'm talking about things you guys need to know if you guys are going to ever stay low in the Colosseum, and also how to get there efficiently and effectively. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? I recently migrated to K13 back to K152 to basically move gold over, right? So I was ranked like 300, but now I'm ranked 92. But when you first come to K152, you're ranked like 12, 13, or 14,000 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, okay? So something I did, I'm gonna share this with you guys. A pro tip is I refreshed 250, 400, 700, and the 1200. I didn't do anything past that. Well, one, because I've got the gems to do it, and two, I wanted to get down in the lower ranks of the Colosseum. It took me like a few days to do it, but I didn't refresh anything past that. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, that's you such a loser for doing the 1200, but look, I was ranked like 300, okay? I've already refreshed a couple of times today. I am not refreshing anymore unless I go up in the ranks by a considerable amount, okay? Only reason I would refresh is to make sure I can stay low, so that way when it refreshes, right, when the reset timer happens, I can actually do that and I can be good, okay? So something else I want to share with you guys, a really, really big pro tip, is learn your meta. If you don't know what that means, look it up on Google, what the word meta, M-E-T-A, actually means, okay? So look, notice all the teams, right? Whenever this little sign right here flickers off, right? Notice all the teams. What do they all have in common, right? I'll just do a refresh, right? Just do a refresh. Random refresh. What do all these teams have in common, right? How about, here, I'll tell you, I'll show you what they all have in common, okay? They've all got Rose Knight, Low Reaver, and Demon Slayer in them. These three heroes, the other two heroes, are extremely interchangeable. Some people go with the Tracker and the Witch Doll. Some people go with the, you know, I don't have Petite Devil on this account, but some go with Petite Devil and Prima Donna, or Petite Devil and Witch Doll. You know, basically, the core three are Rose Knight, Low Reaver, and Demon Slayer. It's a super hard team to go up against, but I mean, you're gonna ask me, what's the hard counter to that team, VNN? I actually don't know, to be honest with you. Maybe I do. Maybe I've got a save somewhere, to be honest with you. But bros, I feel like poop right now. I really do. I've got like a sinus infection going on. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but you know, look, I'm not thinking correctly, okay? But look, learn your meta. It's going to help you out a great deal. Something I found that team has a hard time against is actually this team right here. My Grove Guardian isn't even blue rank. It's not even blue grade. And my Witch Doll's not purple or gold. But this team does extremely well against it. In fact, I can show you how well it does, right? With this last battle. Now, don't disregard these losses right here. Disregard them. I never lose. 0 deaths, like PewDiePie would say, right? Check this out. I'll break down the fight for you, right? See, now Grove Guardian was winding up to use a skill, but until he actually pulls that sucker back, he doesn't actually use the skill, which is actually a stun. Watch it, right? Stuns. Stunned. Stunned. Low Reaver stunned. I don't know if you guys picked that up yet. Now watch, right? Because his Low Reaver stunned my my Berserker first, my Berserker becomes off of stun, right? But my Low Reaver stunned his Demon Slayer. Look, it pops them all in the air and keeps them all grouped up, okay? In a perfect world, this Witch Doll down here feeds this Grove Guardian energy so that both of them ultimate at about the same time, so it basically kills the entire front line, just like that, okay? But we're not in a perfect world. See that? Boom. Freezes everybody up, killed his Witch Doll, and then Grove Guardian is, you know, he's a little late to the party, but that's besides the point, right? and it just absolutely crumbles this line. Like, it silences, make sure they can't use any ultimates because there's 2 casters back there. And so, I mean, look, that's all I'm going to say about that is they got that work. They got that work. Now, a lot of you guys are going to want to know free-to-play teams and all that good stuff. So here's a pro tip for you guys, okay? Pro tip of the day. A really, really good oldie but goldie free-to-play team is actually this right here. Super good. It's actually super, super good. Prima Donna, Demon Slayer, Rose Knight, Incinerator, and Tracker. Super good oldie but goldie team. It just really is. Another really good team is Child of Light, Rose Knight, Tracker, Prima Donna, and Snow Queen. Actually, it's a Demon Slayer bait team because what happens is the Snow Queen stays in the back, right? Stays in the back of the formation, and then she buffs up the defense of this Child of Light. So when that Demon Slayer up top, when that Demon Slayer up top jumps over, right? He's going to be fighting that Tracker instead of the Snow Queen. And then the Snow Queen will turn around, and then the Snow Queen and the Tracker will both fight that Demon Slayer and usually kill it, okay? So it's super, super good team, okay? Super, 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 super good team. Another really good Demon Slayer bait team is actually just Rose Knight. You've still got to add a combination of heroes like Snow Queen and Tracker, and you got to get them on the right side or both on the left side, one or the other, okay? You can add Demon Slayer and Prima Donna. This is a variation of that team, pretty good still. So if they're like all casters in the back, having a Demon Slayer is not bad at all actually. And if they have a Demon Slayer but all casters, this team right here will generally give it a really hard time, okay? So moving on from there, a super, super effective good pro tip is always waiting. There's a timer here for a reason. I know a lot of you guys are always piling to get this, rank 1 spot because a lot of you guys are like, I gotta have it! Yeah, so don't do that, okay? I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, I've gotta have it, yeah! Wait till this timer. If you know the counter to this team right here, you know it by heart, and you know you're not going to lose, wait till this timer says like 10 seconds left. Like 5 or 10 seconds left right here. Hit that challenge button, like already be in the match just like this, right? Like, well, wait till it goes like 10 seconds left. Hit that challenge button, get your team ready, count down with the timer. Once it gets to about 5 seconds, just hit those axes together. You don't have to complete the battle for it to actually count, okay? Like a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll go into a battle that I know I'm gonna win, right? I'm not gonna refresh though, right? A battle that I know I'm gonna win, hit that challenge button, let the axes clank, let it go into the scenario, and then I spam my escape button because I play on BlueStacks, right? But for you guys, you'll be pushing your back button on your Android or iPhone or whatever, right? Spam it, spam it, spam it, go to leave battle, and then it'll tell you either you win or you lose, right? A lot of times when you do that, you know you're gonna win, and then so you take it from there, then you hit your exit button again, and then you do it again, right? You rinse, repeat, okay? And so a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys just don't wait. Like, you just don't wait for the timer. You have to wait for the timer, because there's no sense in being rank 1 90% of the day, or even 98% of the day, if you'll never collect the gems for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it does you no good unless you can actually collect the gems for it, okay? And so I'll take a couple of seconds here of you guys' time and talk to you guys about, like, the New Year's to come, right? I don't really have a whole lot of, like, New Year's resolutions or any of that stuff. I really, really don't. But one thing I do want to do for you guys is I want to stay committed, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been through this now a year and some change. We're going on our 2nd year, basically. Actually, no. Yeah, we're going on our 2nd year, basically, of doing YouTube, right? Maybe it's a little, I don't know. Somebody in the comments, let me know, right? And so I want to make sure that we can still provide great content. And so I need you guys to help me out with that. I keep telling you guys this all the time. If you guys do not exist, I don't exist. I can't do this. I would not have bought a new computer. I wouldn't have got Low Reaver to gold, Berserker to purple, all that good stuff. Which, by the way, guys, another pro tip of the Colosseum, and I'll share it with you guys really quick, is Low Reaver is the bomb. She's the best. Witch Doll is super good. Another really good underrated hero is actually Grove Guardian, pay to win, you know? All the other heroes are still the same. Storm Fox isn't as good as you think she is. The cake's a lie on that one, but let's continue back, right? I I know I get sporadic sometimes. I kind of jump all over the place, but that's just who I am. And so hopefully you guys found this video to be somewhat helpful and somewhat educational. There will be a lot more videos like this, and I'll break down the fights like, hey, look, this is what happens. This is what happened. Do you guys see this? Because everybody wants to know the counter to this team, but nobody wants to understand why it counters that team. Nobody wants to understand that, well, if you stun this hero, then you burn it really quickly, you win because the rest of the team's frail. Nobody wants to understand that except for you guys out there that want to be thinkers instead of just, I get to hear an answer and then that's it, I'm happy, right? Because those same people continuously have to come back and ask a question, right? They'll be like, VNN, what about this? VNN, what about that? And I tell them, I'm like, look, watch the video, watch your interactions, like, literally, like, breaking down this video right here against this HB guy, right? Just break it down really quick. This is what I'll do, right? Break it down real quick. Boom, right there. See the stun? My Low Reaver is already in stun range of this Demon Slayer. Okay, his hit first, and then mine hit as soon as he went back to his place. So there's a small little gap between these two, right? It's because of the spacing between them, right? My main tank was closer than the Demon Slayer was. That's why it got stunned first, right? And then that's why I get the knockup value right there. Knockup value, I said value, 100% value, right? Because it keeps that Demon Slayer from silencing my Low Reaver right off the bat. Now, I know I'm taking a pounding up here because Berserker is not exactly a super, like, tanky tank, right? But she's got really good value, super good value, okay? Boom, killed him, healed, and then watch, right? As soon as this tank goes down, everybody's gonna turn around and fight this Demon Slayer. Bloom, boom, bloom, boom, bloom. He's already looking over there. He's just like, yeah, buddy, I got you. See that? Turns around. These two right here are keeping everybody here occupied, but everybody turns around and starts fighting that Demon Slayer. It's GG. This Demon Slayer is just not going to win. Like, it's not possible. One thing you guys should understand is that the heroes will always fight the closest target to it after they have locked on. So, as you can see, the Demon Slayer was closer than this tracker was. That's why the Berserker locked on to the Demon Slayer, right? Boom, boom, boom. Ultimate's right there. GG, kills it. Now all of them are going to fight this guy right here, right? And that's basically how I'm going to do it, right? So we can learn from our mistakes, therefore we have less entries to do and all that stuff. But if anybody, right, in the comments section knows the hard counter to this team right here, feel free to let us know. I'm pretty sure it involves Petite Devil, but if there's a free-to-play hard counter, let me know. I'm all ears. I'll put it out in a video, give you total credit for all that good stuff. But anyways, so guys, you all know what I'm talking about though, right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by to spend some of your quality time and stay classy.